Na mimi nilikuwa pale kwa sababu sikujua yule mtu ni Kaongo. Mimi sikujua ni Kaongo. Kwa hivyo kwanza kabisa mimi naomba wamama, vijana na wazee wa Nairobi munisamee.
What does it take for a young girl from a struggling family to rise and become one of the most talked about women in Kenyan politics? Is it luck or pure determination? This is the story of Millicent Omanga. Millicent Omanga was born in Kisii County but raised in Rongai, not in luxury, not in comfort, but in a home full of 7 girls and limited resources. Her father worked as a mechanic, a simple man, a hardworking man, but tragedy struck early. When Millicent was just 17 years old, her father died in a road accident, and suddenly everything changed. Her mother, Joyce, was left alone to raise 7 daughters. Imagine that pressure. No stable income, no safety net, just survival. Life became tough. At one point, Millicent had to drop out of medical college due to lack of school fees. For many, that would be the end of the dream, but not for her. She refused to quit. She went back, studied journalism at the University of Nairobi, and later even pursued a master's in commerce. This is where something powerful started to grow: confidence, ambition, hunger for success. Before politics, Millicent Omanga entered business, and this is where things changed. She built Milways Enterprises, a company dealing with construction, decor, and future furniture imports. Slowly, money started coming in, and not just small money, big money. She once revealed she made her first million at a very young age. People began noticing her lifestyle, the cars, the houses, the designer life, and that's how she earned the nickname Mama Miradi, a woman who gets things done. In 2013, she got her first major political break. She was appointed as a director at Kengen. This opened doors, big doors. Then came 2017. She contested for Nairobi Woman Representative, but lost. Many thought that was the end, but politics has its own surprises. She was later nominated to the Senate, and that's when Kenya truly met her. As a senator, Millicent Omanga was no quiet. She was bold, vocal, controversial. She became a strong supporter of William Ruto, and she defended him fiercely on TV, on social media, just everywhere. Some people loved her, others criticized her, but one thing was clear: she was impossible to ignore. Behind the cameras, behind the politics, Millicent is also a wife and a mother. She is married to Francis Nyamiobo, a medical doctor and a researcher, a quiet man away from the spotlight. They have been together for over a decade, and they have 2 children, a son by the name Wayne and a daughter by the name Maya. She often calls her husband the pillar behind my strength, and despite the noise of politics, she keeps her family close. Let's be honest, Millicent Omanga's lifestyle has always attracted attention. She lives big, luxury homes, top schools for her kids, expensive cars. Her son even studied at Brookhouse School, one of the most prestigious schools in Kenya. To her supporters, it's success. To critics, it raises questions, but she owns it. She shows it. She embraces it. In 2022, she tried again for the Woman Nairobi representative, and again, she lost. That was a big blow. But if there is one thing about Millicent Omanga, she doesn't stay down. Now this is where things get interesting. In 2026, she made a bold move. She left UDA and joined the Democracy for the Citizens Party.
Na mimi nilikuwa pale kwa sababu sikujua yule mtu ni kaongo. Mimi sikujua ni kaongo. Kwa hivyo kwanza kabisa mimi naomba wamama, vijana na wazee wa Nairobi munisamee. Na waomba munisamee. Kwa sababu mimi nilidanganywa, mimi sikujua na pia nikakuja nikawadanganya nikidhani ni wheelbarrow inaenda mahali. Kumbe ilikuwa ni kaongo. Mumenisamea. Wacha nione wale mnasema mmesamea mama miradi, wacha nione.
A party linked to Rigathi Gachagua.
Omanga, msalimieni mwambie hi cousin. Hi kuzo. Cousin hi. Kuja hapa kuzo usalimia au makuzo wako.
But why? Because of strategy, power and positioning. She's now aligning with opposition forces ahead of 2027 elections. And yes, she has already declared she will run again for Nairobi Women Representative.
Mimi vile His Excellency amesema naitwa Millicent Omanga. Mimi nilisimama kule Nairobi 2022. Na mimi nafurahishwa sana na hii jamii ya mlima. Kwa sababu mlinipatia kura 1,600 kule Nairobi. Mlifanya kazi nzuri sana na nawaambia asante. Asante. So raundi hii pia kwa sababu haikutosha. Kidogo tu kwa kikapu haikutosha. Sasa raundi hii 2027 bado niko hapo kwa hiyo kinyang'anyiro. Na raundi hii si tuko cousins wote pamoja. Sasa hamutakuwa nyinyi peke yenu ati wale 1,600 cousins hata wetu sasa wa Kisii. Mmeona Matiang'i ametuleta pamoja.
Millicent Omanga positioned herself as a voice for women, a voice for youth, grassroots mobilizer. Her politics is people-centered, development-focused, highly energetic, but also highly strategic. She moves with the political wind, but always with one goal: staying relevant and powerful. Millicent Omanga is one of those figures you cannot ignore. Some see her as a hustler who made it, a role model for women. Others see her as controversial, too flashy, just too political. But here's the truth. She has built a name from nothing to national relevance. The big question is, what happens next? Will she finally win Nairobi Woman Representative? Will her move to DCP finally pay off? Or will politics deal her another setback? One thing is certain. Millicent Omanga is not done, not even close. From a struggling girl in a family of 7 to a wealthy businesswoman to one of Kenya's most talked about politicians, this is not just a story of politics. It's a story of ambition, a story of power, a story of survival. If you want more of such stories, please like, share, and subscribe.